Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a tier 7 game in my Haida. This is the first game I brought her out. And just gonna give you initial impressions, um, that kind of thing. Haida is a different kind of boat. It's one, with only one torpedo launcher. Apparently there's a lot of background noise here. Uh, but it's not a destroyer that I typically would like with only one torpedo launcher. And obviously, not having torpedo reload, you're just stuck just with the one launcher. Um, so from my perspective, I'm a little iffy on the boat, but it's a really good boat apparently for fighting destroyers. It's got good alpha on the HE. Right now, you just see I'm kind of going through my checks, figuring out what's going on with the boat, checking the reload, checking the torpedo angles, and in general, just trying to dial this ship in the best that I can. I'm checking the flight time on the guns. Almost 13 seconds out to max range. They're slow. They're slow. They don't have all that good a fire chance with just 5%, but like I said, they do have a really high alpha at, I believe it's 1900. So my plan is, I just want to push up here and create kind of a pincer on the cap. Um, there's a DD on the cap, so I'm trying to use this island to mask my approach. I'm already pretty stealthy at 5.7 kilometers. This boat can hang at tier 8 and 9 because of that. Pop in speed boost. Apparently the dinosaurs are here to say hi. I mean, 3 shells for almost 1700, that's pretty good. Fletcher's kiting out, or excuse me, Farragut. I've been playing too much high tier. And I'm just going to kite out as well. Just going to try to save my smoke screen. For those that don't know, um, this has the Commonwealth smoke that it basically dispenses smoke for, I believe, 117 seconds. And basically, each puff, I believe, lasts somewhere around like 9 seconds. And it has the result of you can kind of creep around quite a bit um, and stay undetected. The other more interesting aspect, you can do things like pop out of out of your smoke, and then you know basically take a couple shots, slow down, let smoke envelop you, and rinse and repeat that for a bit. It can actually be pretty effective, um, especially against a enemy destroyer that's already used his smoke, and he basically has disengaged. Your smokes behind you will wear out, so your team will be able to spot the guy if you can shoot. If you're able to bait him back into shooting, you just slow back down and let the smoke envelop you, and now you've got a vision advantage on the enemy destroyer. Or you could do the same thing with any other ship. There's, you know, they obviously probably don't have a smoke screen available. So the torp angles are kind of crap, but this isn't really a torp boat. Captain wise, I believe I only have a 14-point captain on this. So this isn't the strongest captain. Those torpedoes are wasted. I just noticed that the warspite had turned out. But for my first smoke, you're gonna see me kind of playing around with how fast I can go and stay inside a smoke. And it looks like the puffs are good for about 8 seconds. 8, 9 seconds, something like that. And if you stop, you know, you can stay fully covered. You know, it does completely renew beforehand. But you do need to watch about, um, you know, going too fast. Like, for example, I was reversing full back speed, and I briefly was spotted. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, where you gotta watch a little bit to see what your speed's doing. And I see the Farragut here. I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. Popping hydro, make sure I don't eat torps. The turret rotation isn't the best. I don't have expert marksman. Uh, I don't intend to run her as like a knife fighter. Um, so I probably won't run expert marksman. I might consider smokescreen expert on this captain. But there, you can see some of the alpha on display there. Second 2800 volley. That's just so brutal for a destroyer to try to deal with that. And my smoke's still going, so I'm just gonna disengage. And I just noticed the Farragut. It's got hydro too. Yeah, it does. The boat does have a lot of tools for dealing with destroyers, but the flip side to it is it's rather weak against cruisers and battleships, so it is a balanced design. We've got a Jervis that's poking decap, and honestly, he's being a little too aggressive. With as many cruisers as we have there, 2 Helenas, that is an absolute shit ton of HE. Um, this, in my opinion, is a misplay on the Jervis's behalf. Um, I would have went up to B-cap, but, you know, is what it is. Um, here I'm just, I'm still not on with the guns. Their velocity, their ballistic arc, it's different than, you know, other destroyers that I'm used to, and I haven't quite dialed it in yet. Now right here, Cyclone's kicking in because, hey, everybody loves a good Cyclone, am I right? And I'm just gonna do a little bit of open water gunboating just because this is it's a stomp. Um, I see Torp, so I know the T-22 is back that way. I'm gonna start heading towards the T-22. Last thing I want that guy to do is be able to just run around and keep backcapping us. So, just gonna try to run this guy down. Looks like the rest of my team's gonna try to farm damage. Throwing out the single fire torps. Leon shot, so just gonna try to get some chip damage in on him. Maybe get lucky, get a second fire, something like that. T-22 takes a pot shot at me. That lets me know that he's close. And I just take an angle to cut him off from going into B-cap. I consider it a win if he just flees north or to A10, keeps him out of the cap, serves the purpose. Or, I mean, he's forced into the position. He needs to fight me. And, you know, this isn't, it isn't going to go well for him. It's not like T-22 is, you know, a monster destroyer killer. It's, you know, there's one set of torps. Those were really his only hope to settle this thing. And I mean, you can see as soon as I get my aim right, the destroyer just gets slammed. I'm just harassing the Leon right now. I kind of get the impression that this destroyer isn't really going to be a high damage DD like Sims. A lot of people struggle to do a lot of damage with Sims, but it's a really good boat for fighting other destroyers, for, you know, just being a really good team boat. And I kind of get that impression with Haida, that it's going to be kind of the same. That's pretty much rounding out the threats, or pretty much sealing up the game. I do see that there's a Nelson in C-cap. I do have smoke ready. My plan is to kind of, since I'm damage farming, just push out, bait a shot while I'm smoking up, and just try to get as much damage on this guy as possible. But RNG has other plans. Still fun and engaging. At least I got some flags for it. But this is Haida. I really like the idea behind the smokes. It's a completely different direction than any other smoke in the game, and it allows for some unique plays. And I really hope that they're getting ready to drop a Commonwealth destroyer line, because that would be interesting play style. And that's the game right there. Again, this really isn't a special game. I get this game out just for people kind of looking to maybe buy her, something like that. I've had her for a little bit with a potato captain. I got you know, enough Commander XP to print up a 14-point captain and throw on her. So I figured I'd take it out and, you know, put it through. It's 13 or 14-point captain, but put it through the paces, and, you know, let people kind of see how she plays. Damage wise, I mean, this game, it was a lot of bullying destroyers, and that's always good XP. So let me know what you guys think. she's a boat that I'm tentatively positive about her. I think once I gets the guns dialed in, she'll be a lot stronger for me. But let me know, and you know, I'm interested in hearing what other people have to say about her. I see potential, but I also see downsides with lack of torp damage. Looking at the detailed report, you saw just how much damage came off my torps, where I was using my guns mostly all game. Um, Two torp hits, and I'm nearly equaling the damage on just a raw HE damage. So um, I really am interested in hearing what people have to say about her. So uh, if you got an opinion, leave it in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Hope you're having a good day.